Grammar 6! I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today we're going to do lesson 101, ratio problems involving totals. Now again, we're using an older textbook. The material is still the same, so totally disregard that it says lesson 113 on your page or on your screen. Really, everything is the same. So you guys should have done your facts practice by now and your mental math warm-up. And then if you haven't done those, go ahead and stop the recording, get those done, and come back to the video after you've completed those two important parts of our lesson. But if you've done that, great, let's go ahead and get started. So we have talked about ratios several times, and a ratio is just a comparison of two numbers. It's really important to remember that with a ratio, the numerator and denominator can represent different quantities, but in order for us to use a ratio to make a prediction, we have to consider the total amount that with the information that's given. So let's look at this example. It says the ratio of parents to children at the picnic was 5 to 4. If there were 27 picnickers, how many of them were children? I see on yours, this right here, it says boys and girls, but really the numbers are all the same. So let's go with what's in your textbook. Parents, children, and total. So if we had 5 parents and 4 children, we would know that altogether there were 9. And out of that ratio, we know that we're looking to say how many of them were children. So we know that out of 27, if there were 27 picnickers, how many of them were children? Well, let's go ahead and set this up as a ratio. Well, we know that there is going to be 4 out of 9 given the problem that you have in front of you. I went ahead and flipped the page now so that you can see what we're working with here. So again, your example says parents, children, total. So for children, we have 4 children out of the 9 total. We're going to use this ratio then to predict how many children there would be if there were 27 picnickers. So we have this information, and if we were on our board, I would be writing units. So 4 girls, 9 total. Not girls, I apologize, children. And then this would be my unknown children out of 27 total picnickers. So now we can use this problem and we can cross multiply. We do 4 times 27 is equal to 9 times g. Then we have the equation 9g is equal to 4 times 27. And then when you divide both sides by 9, you get g is equal to 12. And that is the same as in your textbook. All right, so let's look at this one right here. And this one is the same as your textbook. It says the ratio of football players to band members on the football field was 2 to 5. So altogether there were 175 football players and band members on the football field. Well, if you take this ratio right here, we know that there are 2 football players to 5 band members, which is a total of 7 altogether. So now the question is, how many football players were on the field? So if you look at the ratio box below, and this is really a good strategy when you guys are solving for unknowns using ratios, is to fill out what you do know and then include a total box. So using this right here, we're going to say, because the question is asking how many football players are on the field, we're going to say 2 out of the 7 on the field were football players. We're going to use that ratio to set up another ratio, which is the unknown amount of football players over 175, because that's the question. Although there were 175 football players on the football field. So your ratio is going to look like this down here, and then we're going to cross multiply 2 times 175 and 7 times f, and you're going to get f is equal to 50. There were 50 football players on the field. So go ahead, you guys can do your lesson practice, which is going to be right over here. Yep, so here it is right here. Here's your lesson practice. Go ahead and do those 2. Draw a ratio box. Make sure that you include the 2 pieces of information and then a line for totals. Have this checked by your parents, and then go ahead and start on your problem set. So hope you guys are having a great day, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on our Zoom class.